All right, everybody, welcome in, fellow deathbats, lady deathbats, fellow gamers, lady gamers, and whatever else I like to call people that come here and watch my stuff. Okay, so now, if you guys have noticed, I have a very rebellious personality. I don't try to fit into normal society, but I also am not a foreigner. And this shouldn't surprise people, but there's so many people who argue with this idea. Now, um, I'm sure you're like, well, what is this title about? What is he talking about? The underground movement, okay. This movement has existed way before the political movements even existed, okay? The underground movement had always been something I was a part of. It was a very rebellious thing. We liked music that was not well known. We liked we liked a lot of stuff. We were into skateboarding videos, stuff like that, and we just genuinely were. We had our own personalities. Okay, every one of these people I get along with, take notice how they all have their own personalities. They're not foreigners. None of us are. Okay, but there has been this confusion these past few months about if I'm a foreigner or not. And I don't know why this is coming up as confusion, but I am definitely not a foreigner. I'm not actually, and I didn't do anything wrong. It's just you guys are actually misunderstanding me quite a bit. Okay. There's a group of people out there who are in the underground community, which consists of all types of people. It doesn't matter what background they come from, just as long as you're not, most people won't try to fit in the mainstream who are doing the underground, who are in the underground movement. The underground movement had existed way before I was in high school, but it still existed when I was in high school. We were just a bunch of like metalheads, artists, stuff like that. That's why you see me like art so much, and that's why I do my own art. And I enjoy doing that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of people who are coming in from the foreign countries and just or like watching YouTube here, and they get it confused with, oh, he's not a natural American. Yes, the hell I am. I'm an actual American, and I've been here for since my family's been here since the 1800s. If you get that confused, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm a Cherokee Native American Indian, Cherokee Native American Indian. Take notice of that. And I am part Irish, and I have a lot of respect for different people in the music industry. The underground metal, alternative metal, most bands I listen to you don't even hear about because they are part of the underground movement that's been going on forever and ever. I just totally didn't bring it up till now because this is something that a lot of us back then we called it that. We were calling it an underground movement. We were saying underground music, underground this, underground that. And I still use that term to this day as a factor of that's what I'm a part of. I'm a part of the underground movement that's been going on. And you don't have to be a certain way, but you can't push your ideologies here. This is a place for people like me to come and rest and make friends and have a good time. That's all we're doing. Is we're having a good time, we're enjoying ourselves, we're enjoying our lives, and that's where the emo community came about too. And that's why I like a lot of that stuff because you guys don't understand that most of the pop culture that is in isn't liked by the underground people. In case you haven't noticed, rap and hip hop, very, very mainstream. A lot of people who listen to underground music don't like that shit. We don't like mainstream movies. I love watching movies once in a while, but you will not see me talk about them once very much. In fact, these people that talk about comic books all the time and talking about how they wanted to destroy Hollywood, they're a part of what's known as mainstream. They're not underground. They are choosing to be mainstream. Most of these YouTubers, these big YouTubers, guess what? You were mainstream. You were not underground. And no matter how much you fight against that idea, it is underground. Okay, politics, mainstream media, not underground. Underground people don't really care about politics if you haven't noticed. But I'm a genre person that a lot of people don't know about because we don't make it onto the internet too much. And if we do, we're not seen as much because we're underground. We don't care as much. That's why a lot of these bands I listen to, I'm still listening to some of them till this day because I had to go back and get reacquainted with the music I liked. Um, But I'm really hoping I this gets across better than it does because people are having trouble understanding what I mean most of the time. Okay, and so like it's gotten confused as being foreign. And I'm not from the other countries. So if you're having trouble connecting with what I'm understanding, you're gonna have trouble understanding me. I don't fit in average society, and everybody thinks I'm supposed to like Indians or something like that. That's not a part of what this is. I'm not Indian. I'm not Muslim. I'm a Christian. Christians are naturally rebellious, and Christians fit in to the underground movement more than a Muslim does. Muslims chose to make their religion mainstream. That's why you see a lot of people falling into it. Christians don't. And whether you like it or not all Christians are a part of what I'm a part of, but we have, you're going to notice that people like me who are underground and are a part of the underground movement have a different personality. We don't seek validation very much, but when we get validation, I'm very happy I get it. But I have a group of friends now who aren't well known by society, and I'm okay with that. I don't need people to know who I'm knowing. But when I started liking Avenged Sevenfold, and everybody took notice to it, take notice how everybody hopped on the bandwagon. I went a different direction with it because I was like, okay, I don't understand this thing that's going on, but I'm hopping off this bandwagon right now because at the end of the day, everybody started liking them, and I don't hate Avenged Sevenfold. It's the fact that a lot of mainstream media gets person like me confused, and they think we're part of mainstream media. No, I don't like the mainstream. I think it's atrocious. I think it's disastrous, man. And that's why like you won't see me ever try to pay for something because or pay for something to get views because that's naturally how I am. I like to do things organically. I feel like most artists that want to do naturally good aren't being noticed by the mainstream because we don't pay for our stuff. Yeah, we may pay for like every once in a while to have something on radio or something like that or have something somewhere, but you won't see it all the time. And that's the thing about a lot of you out there who misunderstand me. And I hope a lot of you guys watch this video because I want you guys to understand I'm part of the underground movement that exists. And that thing's been existing for years and nobody knows about it because it's why? Because it's silent. It's underground. Nobody cares. We're not caring enough to tell you guys about it because we don't want you guys to know about it. We don't want the mainstream to know about it. And guess what? Guess what? A lot of you guys can't even a lot of you guys, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of you guys won't be able to join the underground movement because that's just how it is. If you can't if you can't break yourself down and have a personality of your own and understand that you have to like stuff outside of the mainstream stuff, that's why a lot of you guys are struggling to understand me as a whole, and you're accusing me of being things that I'm not actually at all, you know? So I hope this video gets across, and I hope a lot of people understand what I'm talking about. There's an underground movement that isn't well known. I'm a part of it. A lot of my friends were a part of it growing up, and it was pretty much we don't give a fuck about what's in. We like what we like, and if you like us, you like us. If you don't like us, you don't like us. That's just how we are. It's not that. It's pretty much an I don't give a fuck attitude, but I like what I like, and if you don't like it, kick rocks. That's pretty much all it is. All right. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope I got the point across, and I hope you guys understand now from here on out what it is I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So take it easy and have a good day. All right.